Social behavior refers to the actions, reactions, and interactions between individuals, groups, or even larger social structures. It is the study of how individuals are influenced by their social environment and how they behave in social settings. Theories. 1. Social learning theory. Albert Bandura suggests that people learn behaviors through the observation of others in their social environment. Key experiments include Bandura's Bobo doll experiment, which demonstrated that children imitate aggressive behaviors seen in adults. 2. Cognitive dissonance theory. Leon Festinger. This theory posits that people experience discomfort when they hold conflicting beliefs or behaviors and are motivated to reduce this discomfort, often by changing attitudes or behaviors. 3. Attribution theory. Fritz Heider. It explains how people infer the causes of their own and others' behaviors. We attribute actions to internal, dispositional, or external, situational, causes, influencing social judgments. Real-life applications. Social behavior helps in understanding phenomena such as prosocial behaviors, for example, helping, cooperation, and antisocial behaviors, for example, aggression, bullying. These concepts are applied in real-world settings like schools, workplaces, and public health campaigns. Influence of culture on behavior. Culture plays a significant role in shaping individuals' behavior, values, and perceptions of the world. It influences how people perceive their social environment and behave within it. Theories. 1. Cultural dimension theory. Gert Hofstadter. Hofstadter identified key cultural dimensions such as individualism versus collectivism, power distance, and uncertainty avoidance, which influence how people behave in different cultural contexts. 2. Enculturation theory. This theory explains how individuals learn the norms, behaviors, and values of their culture, particularly through the process of socialization in early childhood. 3. Ethnocentrism. The belief that one's own culture is superior to others, leading to misinterpretations or judgments of other cultures. Experiments. The Asch conformity experiments, 1950s. This series of experiments demonstrated the power of group influence on individual behavior. Participants were more likely to conform to a wrong answer given by a group of confederates, highlighting how culture can shape behavior and decision-making. The Teufels minimal group paradigm, 1970. This experiment showed that even arbitrary group distinctions, for example, preference for one type of painting, can lead to in-group favoritism and out-group discrimination, highlighting cultural tendencies in intergroup behavior. Real-life applications. Understanding cultural influences on behavior can be used in diverse fields, such as intercultural communication, international business, and multicultural education. For example, multinational companies need to adapt their marketing strategies based on cultural preferences. Stereotypes, prejudice, and discrimination. These are negative attitudes and behaviors based on group membership, for example, race, gender, ethnicity. Stereotypes are generalized beliefs about the characteristics of members of a group. They can be positive, neutral, or negative but are often oversimplified and inaccurate. Prejudice is a preconceived negative judgment or attitude toward a person based solely on their group membership. Discrimination is the unfair treatment or actions taken against individuals based on their group membership. Theories. 1. Realistic conflict theory. Sharif. This theory explains how prejudice arises when groups compete for limited resources, leading to hostility and conflict, for example, Robbers Cave experiment. 2. Social identity theory. Henri Teufel and John Turner. This theory suggests that individuals derive part of their identity from the groups they belong to, leading to in-group favoritism and out-group discrimination. Experiments. The Robbers Cave experiment, Sharif, 1954, a classic study where two groups of boys at a summer camp were induced to compete for resources, leading to conflict and prejudice. Later, cooperation between the groups reduced tension, showing how prejudice is fueled by intergroup competition. The Implicit Association Test, IT, Greenwald et al., 1998. This test measures unconscious bias by assessing how quickly individuals associate certain concepts, for example, race, gender, with positive or negative attributes, providing insight into implicit prejudices. Real-life applications. Addressing prejudice and discrimination is crucial in promoting social justice and equality. In education, understanding these concepts can lead to the development of anti-bias curricula. In workplaces, diversity training programs aim to reduce discrimination and promote inclusive environments. Group dynamics and conformity. Group dynamics refers to the behaviors, attitudes, and interactions that influence group behavior. Conformity is the act of aligning one's beliefs and behaviors with those of others, often due to social pressure. Theories. 1. Social influence theory. This theory explains how individuals conform to group norms. It includes informational influence, seeking accurate information, and normative influence, desire for social acceptance. 2. Minority influence. This occurs when a smaller group or individual influences the majority. Moscovici's Blue-Green Study, 1969, demonstrated that a consistent minority could influence a majority to adopt their view. Experiments. The Asch Conformity Experiment, 1951, participants were asked to match the length of a line with one of 3 comparison lines. Despite clear evidence of the correct answer, many participants conformed to the group's incorrect answer. The Stanford Prison Experiment, 1971, Zimbardo's study of role-playing in a simulated prison showed how easily individuals conform to assigned roles, demonstrating the powerful effect of group dynamics on behavior. Real-life applications. Group dynamics are applied in organizational settings to understand team behavior and leadership styles. In schools, understanding group behavior can help address bullying and peer pressure. In politics, it helps explain voting behavior and public opinion. Cultural diversity and globalization. Cultural diversity refers to the existence of various cultural groups within a society, while globalization refers to the increasing interconnectedness of societies due to technological, economic, and cultural exchanges. Theories. Multiculturalism. Advocates for the recognition and preservation of cultural diversity within a society, promoting the idea that multiple cultures can coexist while maintaining their distinctiveness. Acculturation theory describes how individuals from one culture adopt practices, beliefs, and behaviors from another culture while maintaining aspects of their original culture. Experiments. Berry's acculturation model, 1980. Berry proposed 4 strategies individuals use when encountering new cultures: assimilation, separation, integration, and marginalization. This model helps understand the process of cultural adaptation. Real-life applications. In education, multicultural curricula help students understand and appreciate cultural differences. In workplaces, diversity and inclusion programs are designed to create inclusive environments that leverage cultural diversity for innovation. Globalization also influences consumer behavior, political dynamics, and international relations. Conclusion. Social and cultural psychology provides a comprehensive framework for understanding the ways in which social environments and cultural contexts influence individual and group behavior. By integrating theories, experiments, and practical applications, this field helps address real-world issues related to stereotypes, prejudice, discrimination, group dynamics, and cultural diversity. Understanding these aspects is crucial in fostering inclusive societies and promoting positive social change.